What is going on, people, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I bought a VanShades Pod sliding door installation panel, and this is bringing me to the end of my camper van build, and this is probably one of the final pieces to the puzzle. Some of you may know that I did what you can get if you can't afford a VanShades Pod, and I've done that in an earlier video, and I've used an IKEA blind for that, and this is going to be a great comparison to compare the VanShades to my own homemade version. One thing to know about this VanShades Pod though is this video is not sponsored. VanShades don't even know it's me that's purchased it. So I'm going to be doing an accurate representation of what it's like versus a cheaper £20 blind from IKEA. Now I have no doubt that this one is going to be better, but is it going to be £250 better? So without further ado, let's get unpacking this box. Not entirely sure what these are for. I just watched the installation video on the VanShades website, and not once did he use any of these bolts. Everything was just clipped in. So we do get a £20 free Amazon voucher for snapping a picture and uploading the picture along with a review to our Facebook page. That's £20 back there if you wanted to do that. So then, I've just unpacked this. I did watch the installation video on their YouTube channel prior to unpacking it, just so I knew kind of what I was getting. And overall the panel is really good quality. It's ABS, so you're not getting that ply lining panelling what you'd expect with other sorts of window panelling systems. It's ABS, it's moulded, which is very nice to see. I've just opted for the single blind. I've gone for a cappuccino coloured blind, but I'm not entirely that happy. I bought this. These do come at a premium price. They absolutely do. And I'm not disputing that they're making mega money on this, because it must be expensive to get an ABS molded product on this scale for the sort of sales what they're making. It is a very niche product. But the video what I watched showed him pushing popper pins in, and it was like simply close the door, put your panel up, press it in. I'll see if I can put the video over the top of this so you can see what I've seen. Close the door, put the panel in, push the popper pins in, and yeah, away you go, you're sorted. Now reading these instructions tells me that now I need to screw some bolts into the metalwork of my door, and then also I need to, on the lower panel, I need to screw in using self-tappers. Now I bought this for the ease of fitting because, yeah, that's why I paid the premium. I wanted to do it in 10 minutes like the guy did in 3 minutes on the video. And now I'm going to have to get the drill out and start self-tapping some holes. Now with my van, every time I drill a hole, and I recommend you do this with your van as well, every time you drill a hole, always seal that hole with something, whether it just be a dab of hammerite on a paintbrush, or get some silicone sealant, or just bond some form of fixing in there, just to prevent rust. And even though this is on the inside, it is still in an area where it can get wet, and I've tried to do that all the way through. So for me, this is not as simple as just drilling some holes and well, you don't even need to drill some holes. They've been provided with self-tappers. I wish they would have put some lines on this, even if they were like a chalk line that you could have wiped off, just so you could follow where to drill the holes, or even better, pre-drill the holes for you, or put the hidden clip fixings like they do have on the video. I don't know if that's an option that I didn't tick. It's not mentioned on the instructions what they've got here. Maybe it's my fault for ordering the wrong part, but nonetheless, we are going to get it fitted. One thing I've noticed though, is with something that you pay this much for, because these are not cheap, and if you're watching this video, you've probably been on the website, you'd expect it just to be 100%, and this is not. I've not bought this to do a dig at VanShades, absolutely not. I'm just letting you know what my initial thoughts are. And this little hole here, it's not been overlapped around the sides. Don't know whether that's by design or just because it's easier. And this corner here, it's just quite a poor finish. And this is something easy to fix. I mean, I can fix this. It's going to take me 1 or 2 seconds to peel it back, add a bit of glue and pull it in correctly. But I kind of just wanted it to be right, and that's why I paid the money. I've got the ability to make one of these myself. I have the ply panel and I can get a blind like this, but I spent this money to get it clipped in, so because my van's going up for sale soon, so I want to get it finished. That's my thoughts on it. I'm going to fit it now. Let me know in the comments below if you think I'm being a little bit too stringent on what I should expect from this company, but I don't think I'm being too out of order expecting the carpet lining what I paid for to be finished correctly. And to expect that the fitting system is exactly the same as what they've got on the video on their YouTube channel. But I'm going to fit it, so let's see how easy it is to fit. I'll try and record as much as I can while I'm fitting it. This is not a fitting guide, although maybe I should do because it could be an update to the fitting guide on the website, but I'm going to do it now, so I'll catch you later on in the video. So first of all, I've already done it, but you need to remove the panel what you've got on originally. I had a full length ply lining panel on here. I had hidden fixings and all these are ripped out of the back, so it's quite important that I get the remnants of the hidden fixings out. There's definitely a better tool than using snips for it, but these work. And I can only apologise for the camera exposure that all this is washed out. But if it's too low, you won't be able to see what I'm doing down here because it's quite dark in here. So then next you're going to do what I just did there. You're going to have the door slightly ajar. You're going to place the panel inside so the window pod is recessed into the window area. And then you're going to slam the door so then this rubber bead holds the panel in place. Now with this, you're going to be using some self-tappers, some tech screws. Let's see if I can focus it on there. Some tech screws. These are quite long because these are to go through like a double thick ABS surround. Now, although these are self-tappers, you should probably do a pilot hole with these. I'm in a rush, so I'm not putting a pilot hole in, but if you're careful, you probably get away with not having a pilot hole. In fact, I'm definitely going to put a pilot hole in this. I've just realised that the angle of the sill, the window sill as such, is at an angle. So as soon as this self-tapper hits, it's probably going to skip off. So yeah, I recommend putting pilot holes in this. So that's my first fixing done. I'd go as far as saying that's going to be impossible without drilling pilot holes. I'm going to do the rest of the fixings now. Hopefully they go in a little bit easier than that one. Just gone through 2 drill bits. The issue is because you've got to drill straight down because of the window in the way. It's bending the drill bit out, so you've got to kind of put a little mark on it, pull the panel away, then drill straight down into it. But we will keep persevering. One thing when you're doing these side ones is there's some string here. You can hear it. That'd be a very expensive mistake to make if you caught that with a drill. Right then, so that's the first phase of the installation complete. The camera is currently on 15 minutes and 23 seconds. So now I've just got to fix the bottom bit of the panel. So basically all the window pod is secured. But now I've got to fix the bottom bit of the panel. Maybe add another fix in there. They have given me a spare screw. But then again, if I did add a fix in there, I might interfere with the locking mechanism. But the rest of it seems pretty solid. Right then, so I'm debating where to put these fixings for the lower bit of this panel. And I was going to use this as a bit of a template, but then I remember when I was fitting this, because I was going to fit a genuine VW sliding door onto this, and I've still got it. And to be honest, the only reason, like I said earlier in the video, the only reason why I bought this is because it was going to be quite a considerable amount of effort to fit the genuine VW one into it. I'd changed the blind, the slidey blind, in for a solid one, so it would have been a blackout blind as well. I'd already put quite a bit of work into it, and all these extra circles on this, they are references to the holes what needed to be drilled for the genuine VW door panel from a Caravelle, because they do have different fixings on the doors. And I remember when I was doing that this door, it's got some very angled bits of metal, and after drilling into these angled bits of metal here, I'm not terribly excited about hitting an angle because it'll just drag the panel, it'll probably, well, starters will score the paintwork underneath, which is not an issue because it's hidden, but I want as minimal amount of bare metal as I possibly can, certainly on a door like this, that when it's opened it will get wet. And I genuinely don't want this video to seem like it's just a slander video onto VanShades, because it is not. This is a premium panel, and the materials what it's made out of are fantastic. But there is definitely a little bit to be desired in the fitting of it. And if you are going to make screw fittings, then give us a bit more guidance. And if you can make them so they pop in like they do on your video, then do that, because that's even better. Small incision. So then, people, that is the VanShades Pod installed. Now, this shade, this door system is without doubt the most premium system you can get for a transporter on the market today. Other than factory fit installations like this on the California, this is what you want to be getting if you're building a premium camper van. That being said, the installation leaves a lot to be desired. I have been thinking about the original video what I saw about the installation of this, and I think it is too heavy to be held up with trim clips, with hidden trim clips, you know, like the Harrison Trim Supplies clips. I think it is too heavy to be done with that, which is probably why they ended up changing it for self tappers or tech screws. So I'll probably save myself a job in the future if I were to fit that with hidden fixings, because I probably would have had to change it for a more secure fixing in the future. That being said though, I'm really happy with the finish. The carpet took a little bit of tidying up here and there, just on the edges, just to pull it in tight where it had not been pulled in tight before it was glued. But luckily I had some leftover adhesive from where I'd done the rest of the van. So the finish now is looking fantastic. My one gripe about VanShades, what I did have when they first started making things, is that the lines on the blinds always used to be a little bit skew-whiff and off-centered. Now, I'm happy to report that these lines on the blinds now are parallel, level, which that is probably one of the contributing factors to why I didn't get these earlier. In fact, that is one of the sole reasons why I put this blind in, because I didn't like the look of the wonky lines in the blind. I'm really happy with the blind what I made to go into here, and it cost a fraction, literally 10% of what it cost to get this VanShades in. But the VanShades is definitely a better finish. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not sponsored. I bought this off my own back to fit to this van because I'm running out of time and on things I need to do with the van prior to selling it. So these little jobs what I was planning on doing, that I was planning on taking a little bit more care and attention to do, I've simply opted for the most premium level that I can just get and install. Like I said during the video, I did want to fit a genuine transporter or California one to this, but that took a lot of adjustments and changes to be made and new holes to be re-drilled. And I were halfway there, but I just wanted to get this bought, installed, so I can get the van up for sale in a few weeks' time. If you do have any questions with regards to the installation or indeed just the product in general, then drop it in the comments down below. If you've noticed something I've done wrong and some of my gripes what I've had because of my lack of knowledge on installation, then also let me know. I mean, I'm by no means a professional window blinds pod installer. This is my first time installing it. I've done my best to follow the instructions what were provided, and if I've done something wrong here that has made my life a bit more difficult, then yeah, definitely let me know. If you enjoyed, guys, please don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. That helps me out massively. And if you do have any other things that you'd like me to do with the van before I do get it sold, anything that you might have seen while I've been working on this this blind system that you want a little review on, then let me know. And also, if you are on the channel because of the transporter and all the stuff I've been doing with the transporter, it doesn't end here. The only reason why I'm selling this transporter is because when I started it, I had no children, and now I'm about to finish it, I've got 2 children. So I've been busy building the van, and I've been busy in other ways as well. But that doesn't mean that it's going to end here. I'm definitely going to be building a new camper van in the future, but it's going to be a bigger one, and I'm thinking about a crafter. So don't leave me. Some stuff is still to come. I'm also going to be reviewing some other mad little camper vans. I've got them lined up in the future, and there's also going to be some motorbike stuff as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.